Everyone, V32 back again with another edition of What's on Deck, your weekly look into what's going on in the world of playing cards. Not a lot going on this week, surprisingly. Let's look at what's going on Kickstarter. First of all, a relaunch of the Pitman playing cards deck from Elephant Playing Cards. Make sure you check them out. They are currently 82% funded, 22 days to go. They had decided to launch this time with both decks, the red and the black. Which you'll see right here. They also have a stretch goal for this limited edition of the Saddle Edition with only 1,000 decks available. But that one actually won't even be available as an add-on, only in select reward tiers, whatever that means. I hope I'm pledged for that one. I guess what's it going to be? Oh, there it is. 2 blacks and 1 red, and the Saddle Edition's unlocked. You get one of those as well. I just don't know if that's going to happen. Right now, I would just be happy. I'm sure they'll be happy if they just get it funded. And as you can see, they're going to be doing artwork on the inside of the tuck case. There's the red, there's the black. To be printed by Legends. Stretch goal for the saddle deck is at $30,000. Like I said, I'm not sure that's going to happen, but we can all hope. And there's other stretch goals as well. Moving along, Bicycle Starlight Shooting Star playing cards from Collectible Playing Cards has gone live. It is 69% funded, 27 days to go. As you can see, it's got a fancy new back design that's similar yet different from the previous deck's faces, or, well, they're basically the same. Although it does look like there is a color difference between the red and the black suits, at least in the indexes, so that's nice to see. Of course, printed by USB-C and Bicycle branded. Here's your back design. Shooting stars, everyone. There you go. Pretty cool, as with the other decks. If you like the other decks, you'll like this one. If you don't, well, you're not. And you can get all free if you missed out. The original Starlight, the black hole, and the new shooting star. You can see the differences between them. I do kind of hope this will be the end of them, you know, just the trilogy of decks, because you can only do the same thing or similar thing so much. Next up, fantasy style poker cards from Leo Prism. It is 44% funded, 25 days to go. I'm still no fun. It's only $800 goal. Whoops. Forget the updates. There we go. It's not very good at all in my opinion, at least from what I'm seeing. And it's pretty odd to hear that you can see the figure is within the border. Here, it's way past the border. It's up to the edge of the cards. What the hell is going on with that? I don't know, but that's horrible. It should all be the same, not all over the place. No cutting off heads, you know. Seems like all the cards have artwork on them. If you are interested in fantasy style decks, I suggest you wait until February 29th, because there's going to be a cool deck launching on Kickstarter. I will have a review of the prototype next weekend, next Saturday, and I will give you the details shortly on that one. Moving along, Gothic playing cards by Ian Daniels. This one is very well funded with 31 days to go. That being because they only had a 500-pound goal anyway, and they have quadrupled that right now as it is. The artwork is very good. I don't know if this is all hand-drawn or if it's photoshopped. I do not like that there's only an index on one side of the cards in one corner. It's kind of weird. Extremely one-way deck. Not very usable because of that. It's all related to vampires and dark angels, phantoms, lycanthropes, and all sorts of other creatures of the night. Some of these girls are, well, they're pretty hot. The back design is a one-way back design. Go figure, the face is a one-way. Why not the back design as well? It's not horrible. I'm not a big fan of it, though. But I do like that. I do like the faces. Especially the girls. Ooh, look at that. I like the Jack of Hearts. It's getting somewhere. I don't like the ace because it's the back design, except it's on the face. Do something different. I don't like when people do the same thing for the faces and the backs. But the rest is pretty good. I don't know who is producing these. Doesn't say. The artwork is good. If you like it, by all means, check it out. It just says it's 300 GSM cardstock, professional quality, smooth silk finish. Could be NPC. I don't know for sure. Moving along, I just want to point out this one from the Magician's Must Die deck, which is funded. It's just from Handlords, of course. Of course, they only had a $3,000 goal, so it's not exactly difficult, especially with the amount of fans they have. 16 days remain in that one. They have a stretch goal of $10,000 for this. A limited edition Blood Spear deck, Blades deck. And it's sadly just a recolor in green, which is kind of lazy. I don't think they're going to hit $10,000 anyway. I mean, they were lucky to hit $3,000. They're lucky they've made it to almost $6,000. Can they get another $4,500 in 16 days? Who knows? But I mean, it's going to be a climb, I think. Moving along. Anubis and Osiris signature decks from Steve Mitty. It's very well funded, that being because they only had a $100 goal anyway, which I don't understand the point of. Why not just have, a $10,000 goal or something? It's going to fund anyway. 3 days left in this one. Still some of the single decks left if you're willing to spend $100 for it. Shipping is included. How nice. I think that's the least they can do when you're spending that much money. In fact, I'd like to know if shipping is combined with the other project. I'm sure it's on there somewhere, but I haven't had the time to read it or the patience to read it. $175 for two, but those are sold out. I think the prices are ridiculous. They're exorbitant. I think that's a word. And it's really a cash grab. I mean, we don't even know if these cards are hand gilded or if they're just done in a factory. And that apparently makes a pretty big difference in the value. At these prices, they better be hand gilded, but it doesn't say anywhere, and I don't think it's mentioned anywhere. There is a Utopia case and a wooden slip case, numbered seals and everything. Only 100 of each produced, pretty limited. But I just don't see the value, and I think that people need to step back and look at things from a new perspective and go, wait a minute, should I really be spending $100 or almost $200 on a deck or two decks? Is it really worth it? I mean, it's the same thing. It's just got gilded edges, a new tuck case, and a wooden case. And personally, I don't think it is. If it was brand new, completely different artwork, or some differences in the artwork in the backs or the faces, that might be a little bit different. But it's just way too expensive. And there's this, the cost in playing card collecting has just gone up and up. And I cannot see any reason to spend this kind of money on these decks just because they're gilded and they come in a new tuck case and in a wooden case. I don't see the value in it. I don't see, why it's worth it. The original decks are worth it to me, obviously, because they're different than you. They're exciting. But this is just a cash grab, in my opinion. And I'm not buying. In fact, I'm not buying any decks anymore just because they're gilded, or because they got the fancy MPC embossing, or a new tuck case, or anything like that. They've got to be completely different, or at least a different back design, different tuck case, or different faces, something different, other than just a tuck case, or just gilding, or just embossing, or whatever. Moving along, Bicycle Utopia from Card Experiment. in gold. It looks like there's a black and a white version coming soon to their website, I'm guessing. They've never done Kickstarter or anything like that. Here you see the back design. You know, it's kind of just a recolor of what they've done before with the original Utopia decks. But, you know, it's not that bad. It's nice to see something from them again. Although we see a lot of the same from them, I'd like to see something vastly different from them, you know. That would be nice. Anyway, before I continue, I just want to mention that I have no updates currently on the White Tally hosts from Penguin Magic. Although they should be coming sometime soon. I thought they were going to be coming in January, or at least by now, but still no updates, nothing is available yet. And that's, of course, from Penguin Magic, because I didn't mention it. And, well, then there's this. The Teliac playing cards coming soon from Passion playing cards. I do have a prototype I will be reviewing at the end of this week, next Saturday. So stay tuned for that. Here you see the back design. It's very nice. And this is the, well, I don't think that's the actual color. I think that's the color for the second deck, the Dur. Which I'll get to in a second here. This launches on Kickstarter February 29th. I'm not sure on the time yet. I'll let you know next Sunday when I do my next update. If I have any information, I should. But anyways, here you see some of the faces. It is fantasy style, artwork fantasy. Stuff with elves and orcs and all that fun stuff. So, like I said, there's that fantasy deck on Kickstarter right now. But this is much better, I think. And it'll be much better quality. Printed by NPC. Good quality stuff finished. At least that's the plan. The result of this one is stretch goal for the Taliad Dur, which is kind of a night deck. A dark deck, which is also very nice. And I apologize if I sound a little bit weird. I'm just under the weather a little bit. Anyways, that is that. So another look at them. Very nicely done. I look forward to that. Also, coming very soon, March the 4th to be exact, that's 2 weeks from Friday, or a week from this Friday, I guess, is the Japanese Scrolls playing cards from Emmanuel Valtierra. Very nice looking. If you liked his previous decks, the Egyptian Glyphs and his Aztec Codex, you will like this as well. And here is the Kings and the Aces. Very nicely done. Different than the other ones, but similar. And I think this is like 3 out of 6 decks that he's doing. I can only imagine, you know, what else he might be doing. Possibly something Chinese, maybe. Maybe something Persian, I would expect. Maybe something Native American. I don't know. I'm not sure what else he's got planned. I don't remember. I don't know if he's mentioned, but I'm liking so far what I've seen in this one. So that is that. Also, I should mention, coming this week to my channel for reviews, the Bicycle 16 from Collectible Playing Cards, the Multi-Miller Gargoyles, which I know it's a couple of years old, a couple of years late. I'm sure I had it at some point in time, but it's gone. Also, a long-awaited Bicycle Call of Cthulhu Horror on the Orient Express deck. Black Lions in black, red, and blue. I'm still waiting on the red. I should get it any day now, and I will review it, and I will have that up February 29th, the last day of the month. The Highland Fauna deck, the Teliad prototype, as I mentioned, and Buskers. In fact, I'm swapping the review dates of the Black Lions and the Buskers just because I haven't gotten the red decks yet. So Buskers was supposed to be on the 29th. It's not. Now the Black Lions will be. That is that for this week. I'll see you next time with more. Stay tuned for more great reviews. I also plan on having a video later today showing you what's coming up next month. So stay tuned for that. I'll see you next time.